If you and your friends just can't come to an agreement, there's only one way to settle the conflict. Shoot them. Shoot Your Friends is a recreation of the popular game of laser tag. Now you can play with your friends at any time. Shoot Your Friends can be played by 2 or more players. Each player must wear 2 pieces of hardware, an arm board and a chest board. The goal of the game is to use the laser on your finger to hit the target on the opponent's chest board. Both boards use an MSP430 microcontroller for processing, and have LEDs and a piezoelectric buzzer to provide feedback to the player. The arm board has a button that the player can press to fire a single shot from the laser. Holding down the button for a longer time will charge up a more powerful shot. Based on the power of the shot, the laser beam will be modulated at a different frequency. The player has a limited amount of energy with which to fire their laser, as displayed by an LED strip on their arm. More powerful shots cost more energy. The chest board has an array of phototransistors that detect the incoming light from the laser. The microcontroller calculates the modulation period of incoming shots and subtracts the appropriate amount of health from the targeted player. The player's current health is displayed with a ring of LEDs on the chest board. The microcontroller reads the value of the button through a GPIO port. Software debouncing was implemented to smooth the input and calculate how long the button is held. There are 3 thresholds for the duration the button is held, corresponding to a low, medium, or high power shot. Laser modulation is done in a 1/24th second watchdog interrupt timer, because both of the MSP430's timer modules are taken up. One is used for the piezo buzzer, and the other is used for SPI communication to the LEDs. The period of the laser's modulation is dependent on its power level. Low power shots have a period of a quarter millisecond. Medium power shots have a period of a half millisecond. High power shots have a period of 1 millisecond. We will now demonstrate how the player puts on and uses the arm board.
Alright. So, first we unstrap it. And lay it out like that. Let's move that away from the edge. Then my arm goes in like this. Then I'll wrap 1. 2. And 3. You hold on to this piece. And for the laser, that goes on your finger like this. And there it is. It's turning it on. Now, a low shot, a medium shot, and a high-powered shot.
Each chest board has an array of 5 phototransistors that serve as a target. The emitters of the NPN transistors are all tied together to ground through a pull-down resistor. This way, we can increase the area of the target without using more pins on the microcontroller. The laser is too weak to cause a large change in the voltage passed by the phototransistor array, so we send the input to the ADC. At startup, the ADC runs a calibration routine in order to calculate a base value. This value is used to compensate for variations in ambient lighting and temperature. An initial laser hit is registered when the ADC reading is above the base value plus 25. For further readings, any value over the base value plus 15 is high. Any value below that is low. The time between each low and high reading is recorded and averaged over several periods in order to calculate the modulation period. We will now demonstrate how the player puts on and uses the chessboard. To see Shoot Your Friends in action, please watch the trailer video on this page.